So I guess I'm expected to give my thoughts on this upcoming BCS season. And make sure you guys smash the level and crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more us content. So you might have noticed that Premium is still a circuit out here. There's prizing. There's a lot of very, very cool, exciting things with this. But not every event is getting Premium. And I've read a lot from people going, well, this is it. Premium's done, guys. I don't think that's the case. I seem to be one of the only people that still has been talking about this. The main reason why we got Lyrical Cup was because they needed to have events in order to get the prizing out to people. And people were, kind of not happy about that, but at least they got the cards into circulation. So Bushi could say they did that. Now, judging by, Houston not having Premium, that's a crazy one. Same thing with Philly. Both of these are probably your two biggest things. And I'm wondering if they did this because they're more worried about size of the events, because they're pushing things like Weiss today too. But these events that are basically like mid-size or they have more room for, they're planning for, just bigger styles of things for that. That's kind of something I'm wondering if they're a little bit worried about, is because standard's grown so much in these regions. They're just kind of afraid. And I could see that being a little bit of a worry on Bushiroad's behalf, taking some of the bigger events and trying to shape them down. Now, Standard and Premium both are going to get the same participation packs. You are going to have all the fun, fancy bells and whistles in there for the Persona Shield tickets. This card's going to be very expensive no matter how you want to spin it. The state of the ban list. Oh, boy. I personally cannot believe that Screaming Shout did not get banned. I cannot imagine that Bushiroad actually looked at the data and said, hey, there's not a problem here. I cannot believe that at all. And from where I'm sitting right now, I think if there is, I think Bushi looked at everything and said, oh, there's variety here. There's an FTK running around in the format. That's okay. It's Premium. I also think that they didn't have the time and dedicated resources to kind of make an actual ban list for this, is kind of what it seems like here. Because, they are 100% gung-ho on trying to... You got the Godzilla TCG right now. You got HoloLive. They're sitting here. They're like, oh, we have all of these card games. Okay, well, Bushi, you're going to do the same thing. This is me talking to you as a player. Don't do the same shit you did with Dragonborn, where you're like, oh, this is so good. New card games, let's push out the old. Don't do that. Not at all. All right, I understand you have HoloLive. I understand you have Godzilla that you want to do things for. All right, I get that. I do. But at the moment, you need to not make these mistakes. These are the same mistakes you made before. And I can tell you, as a connoisseur of the card game world, you're already dancing on thin ice. All right? Your player base is already getting shitty and angry at you for messing around Premium and not actually taking care of the format. Bandai out here is pumping out all the card games that they could ever want. Jokes aside of Bandai, I mean, Bandai at least is, they got 5-6 games and they're just, seems like they're treating their player base a little bit better on the back burner for consideration. So I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to walk over to Bandai and stick to playing Union Arena in Gundam. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, we can play this. As for the state of this channel, I think we are going to continue with my current plan, which is just we're going to be a standard and a premium channel at this point. There are the Buddy Fight collab got me interested in standard. I will say that. I've heard a lot of requests from you guys going, well, hey, can you play some Bob Saraga? Hey, can you guys play, X deck? Well, first of all, I needed a ban list to happen. And I don't think you guys realize that with that drag on bullshit we were sitting with, not having that ban list for so long, I can only make so many concessions for what I can work with and what I could initially build with that. So I needed everybody to be patient with me. But I think at this point in time, we're going to keep up the same plan. There's a lot of set 10 stuff that I want to test, especially Blangmeyer. And I saw a Nana Claire deck that looked kind of cool. Still the idea of incorporating and testing the crest and premium, things like that. I mentioned that like every month. Somebody's going to call me out on this. Somebody's going to be like, Robbie, you always talk about building the right deck into premium and actually doing videos with it, but you never actually do it. Because every time we make like a custom rule set for a video, I'll still have one person comment and go, excuse me, I noticed that you have a right deck in premium. That's what I got for the Monster, using the Monster Turbo deck in premium. I got so many comments from people going, excuse me, why do you have a right deck? That's bullshit. This is premium. I don't support this. And it's like, bro, we're just showing off things. Like, holy shit. I should also be pretty clear with you about where I stand with premium right now. You guys know I had like no time to build anything in premium over the last month and a half, 2 months. Also should be very clear, we have all this inventory here still for premium and standard and all the fun formats. You guys might not know this, but people buy a lot of older Vanguard stuff, like old formats. You really might not know that, but set 15 back, early GR, a lot of people buy cards from those formats. It's kind of remarkable, actually, to see, those eras of cards getting picked up. Really, it truly is, and it's been a pretty big thing. Overall, like I said, I got a couple things in premium I got to change. I should be, if all goes well, I think we're going to have a recording session with Goompa this weekend, first time in like 2 fucking months that I've seen him. I got to figure out everything that we're going to adjust and build for that. It's probably going to take me an entire 12-hour night to figure out everything that I want to build for that. But I guess that's something that you guys will be able to look forward to here in the future. I also do have a new playmat coming out, inspired by the Buddy Fight deck for Standard. I should probably address the elephant in the room. A few of you have been asking, when's going to be your next Rivals Challenge, Robbie? When's the next time you're going to do something? I've been looking into it. It's not off of the table for later this year. I have a lot of stuff I gotta figure out. But semantics-wise, we can do something. I might do it as a standard main event with a premium side event. Is what I'm kind of leaning towards at the moment. That way everybody can kind of do their preferred format. Like if you want to show up, play standard, and then do premium on the side, I'm going to have that, is what I'm looking towards. So I'm going to do my part for the community. We should have something. Give me time. That this stuff takes so long to actually figure out. But that's my thoughts on everything right now. So please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And I guess I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. So much to do. Goodbye. You guys Keep on smiling. Thanks for watching today's video. Check out tradingcardmint.com down below in the description. Enter MCOL40 on checkout. Save a little bit of money on your purchase. Check out mcolgames.com if you're interested in getting some cool play mats and single trading cards as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss one of our videos. Thanks for watching.